Welcome in, everyone. Good to see you guys here today. Sorry for all the difficulties we had getting going. You're going to hear me, Yos, and Jaybot here. We couldn't get PowerPoint to work for me. Oh, it was stupid, but we got it now. So we're going to go over the presentations and talk about them a little bit here and there, and allow you guys to ask some questions that you guys will have about it. But we got Peter, Lonnie, Gamer Granny, Tana, DJ Goham, Yos, Leo One, Super Bluey, Adam. Good to see you guys all in the chat down there. Good to have you guys joining us. And if you guys have questions as we go, just feel free to let us know. But yeah, Yas, Jaybot, how you guys doing?
All good.
Good. Yos?
Me too. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Makeshift presentations.
Makeshift presentation. Yos is in
I
control
think
of
you
the
should be able on
presentation.
Discord to go full screen on my view.
Oh, can I do that? I probably can do that actually.
No,
Yeah.
there's a lot to see, but
Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
There. That should work. All right. All right. Yeah. So talking about the Giants engine, you might as well go to the next slide, I guess now.
Oh well.
I will. I'm gonna pull my. I'll
I'm
occasionally
in
pull
charge
my.
of the slides.
Yeah. I'll occasionally pull my face off of the screen to make it so it's a little easier. Oh, that does not. It's such a weird little flash of stuff. It's being weird on my computer now, of course. But it's working out. So,
Yeah.
Giants Engine 10, there's improved fog, dynamic shadows, weather effects, vehicles, terrain, and various performance upgrades of sorts. But yeah, so that's what we got for that. Go to the next one. Get to an actual feature.
All right. Fog.
Fog. Non-uniform density, dynamic accumulation in valleys and water changing with weather and time of day. Yeah, Yost, what are your thoughts on the new fog function?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No. I'm trying to find the right word. Words.
Okay.
Well, we heard how it's supposed to work. That it will be pretty dynamic on the time of the day, the temperature, where on the map. So I'm really curious how that will work for map makers if they can sort of draw an area where there should be more fog.
That's a good question, actually. And I obviously going through it like I'm not. I know you don't necessarily make. I know you don't necessarily make
Maps.
maps, but you think of it from more the modding perspective, which is something that I don't really think about a lot. So it's definitely interesting to hear that. And I didn't really think about it that way, but it is kind of interesting to think about how map makers will have to kind of include it. But yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Jason?
we didn't say at the beginning that we would go through the slides from your perspective as a creator,
We
my
did.
perspective, and a player perspective.
That's
So,
true. Yeah.
or did you?
Yeah.
So yeah, Jaybot.
Yeah. Well, I'm just coming from a player's perspective. I'm just super excited to see graphically that it looks much better, more inviting, more better.
Yeah.
Do you think your donut computer can deal with all the fog?
Well, I no longer have my donut computer, and I have a better PC than the chief I'll have, you know.
Oh.
For now.
Okay.
For now.
Hashtag 40 series.
Do you also defrost your steak on it?
Hey, it works, okay? It works.
Does it?
It does.
Oh yeah.
It works. I don't know if
Okay.
it's probably not healthy or safe to do that, but it works. Mikkel, I get to see in the chat. You dingus, good to see you as well. That's someone's name. I'm just reading it. A brother says, I love what you do and really helped me, so thank you so much. You're welcome, my friend. Peter does Farmer says fog is going to make it much more immersive, and those god rays through the fog are, yes, they're fantastic. Semper Buffalo, good to see you. Victor Cox, good to see you. Farmer Cop, thank you for your service as a police officer. I appreciate everything you've done for our country, and keep on doing what you do best, Farmer Club. And place the officer, thank you, keeping our community, I'm assuming, safe. It looks like it kept going off that, but thank you, Victor. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate that. DJ, we are professionals, okay? So none of that garbage. We're the best of the best right here. But yeah, so this is, I can probably put my face back on the screen.
Oh, my eyes.
I'm wearing my Farmcon 23 shirt. My Farmcon 24 shirt is in the laundry, but I'm wearing my
I
Farmcon
got my
23 shirt.
TwitchCon shirt.
Thank you. Are you going to show us? No?
No? It's not on the slides.
No, the slides.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. Should we play the videos as we go, or should we not?
Oh, it actually is a video. No, I think everybody's seen them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Everybody's
D-
seen them.
Can we show them?
DJ's here for the chicken, of course. So
Of course.
if
Chicken
you could
bar.
just skip forward to the chicken part,
Yeah,
I'm
he's just
sure
waiting for
DJ
that.
would appreciate that.
He would. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I think I can actually draw on here. Or not.
Can you?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say circle where the fog is. But you can.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
not
there.
really visible, is it?
It's barely visible. You can see it a little bit. Yeah, there you go. See it a
Beautiful.
little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you
yeah.
circle where the fog's at?
Perfect.
Perfect. That
That's
was really
actually
good.
graphically improved.
Yeah.
Graphically
What the
improved.
fuck?
Oh gosh.
Okay.
That's I think we can go probably to the next.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's go to the next slide.
Oh, now it starts playing.
Oh, perfect. Do we have to
Do you
watch
get
it?
the
Or
sound?
there we go.
All right. More fog.
More fogged.
You're able to see it. Looks like it's pretty high up from the ground. If you look
Yeah.
at the BGA.
Yeah, it is pretty high up from the ground, but it's not. It doesn't take up the whole space, so it's kind of
You can
interesting.
see how it on the left it's sort of thicker.
Yeah,
That's depth because you're looking through a lot more.
that's true.
Very interesting how that will work if you're from the player's perspective.
Yep.
Or driving.
And
But we know
Lonnie
that
J, thank you for the
effects
$2
already.
super chat, my friend. Says good morning from Kansas. Excuse me. Good morning from Kansas, FC. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you stopping in here. But yeah, and the biggest disappointment I think on this slide is the weeds. Can you circle the weeds? No.
All of them.
They're identical to Farming 022.
Well,
as far
they
as I can
seem
tell.
from the screenshot, they seem like they're more popping out because on 922, it seemed like the top level of all the grain or the textures are sort of the same height. And here they really seem to be higher.
That's true.
I mean-
That's true. I guess they do look the same, and I think I just stopped at that. But they also, I will say this too, now that I'm paying more attention to the weeds. They seem maybe like they're more spread out, like more sporadic. They're not like
Yeah,
just,
you
Yes.
establish big clusters of weeds.
what does that say? Does that say refund?
Yeah, I don't know what I try with the F.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that F either.
It's
Oh,
potato.
gosh.
There.
Perfect. You really fixed that up really good there.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Who put Yoss in charge of the slides?
That was our fault. We couldn't do any. This is the
Our
best we got.
fault.
Yeah.
Hold the phone here. I ain't
We
taking
go down-
no
we go
blame
down
for
as a-
this.
We go down as a team. We go down as a team.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
We only
okay.
suggested that we would put this on an hour ago, so we didn't really have time to prepare.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Meekly says, Farmcon, I'm wanting to get into map making for the mod hub and the new farm sim. I'm hoping that the new Giants editor will be easier at making maps this new FS. I doubt it'll be easier. I bet it'll be similar, would be my guess. Similar to the one we have now. I don't think it'll be easy.
I wouldn't go for easier, but I would hope for simpler.
That
So
makes
I don't
sense.
think it should be easy because you will get a lot more garbage, and we
That
all
can
know
be
that
true too. Yeah.
freshly made maps are not particularly quality.
Also, can we talk about briefly the map that came out it
Yesterday
yesterday?
with 700.
with
No, 68.
68 required mods? I'm sorry, I'm not doing a map tour on that. That's too many mods.
Yeah,
to
but you
download
already
for a
got
map
all
tour.
the mods, so it needs.
I don't have
all
them, though.
yeah,
I keep them
all
in a
the
separate-
all the sheds.
All the sheds. That's That's so many required mods. It's like the map has
Yeah,
nothing. The map is basically just a no man's land where they can place down all these placeables that they have as required mods. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just gonna put it on the screen real quick.
it's
No,
basically
yeah,
here's a map.
I did load it up.
Oh, did you load
Yeah,
it? This,
it's
I mean, it's
I did
nothing
install
against.
yesterday.
It's nothing against the map. The map might be great, but you can't expect a player to
It's a
download
bit
60
too
some odd
much.
mods. It's a bit too much.
I downloaded it and I ended up with 2.3 megabytes, and the map itself was 1.
basically 1 gigabyte because of all the mods. No, them mods won't go towards that, will it?
No, and I was looking at why it was there, and it had so many extra textures. But
Huh.
all the textures are on buildings, and they are not in the map.
Yeah, so that's huge. 1,008
Yeah,
megabytes. That's a huge download for a map, anyways.
yeah.
That's ridiculous. Wow. All right, anyhow,
Yeah. Next.
back to Farmcon. Um,
All right. You should
gosh.
do a series on
Semper
them.
Buffo, welcome to Officer as well, my friend, before I forget that. Thank you for joining us, my friend. And Earl C. fans, good to see you joining us, my friend. Good to have you here. Yeah, read gun. That's kind of what it looks like Peter does farming. Okay, so let's go to the next slide, I think.
More. Well, that's sort of fog.
This is more about like lighting. It says improve fog.
When we're,
But
we're
Yes.
spending so much time on fog, we're almost like Kermit.
And it
I-
says Yos rays.
Yos rays,
Yes.
yeah. God rays. Yos rays.
Good
Same
rays.
thing. Yeah, so I think this is, I think just going off the fog, I know everyone's freaking out and be like, oh, the fog's all we're getting on the new farming simulator. It's not true at all. But
Is it?
no, hopefully not. But what's cool about the lighting, just kind of like the fog, is I think it just adds a lot to the immersion to the game. But do you have anything on the modding perspective, Yos, in terms of this?
I think this is all just engine work. You don't really have to do anything for it
Yeah,
because we right now you don't really control the air.
that's true.
And if you, I don't know what your experience is, but for whenever I look at the temperature chart, it never makes sense. So like 30, or in your case like 85 degrees in winter,
Yeah,
and I think it's not something we set as you can change as modders. It's, I don't know. I don't think this will really. It will be nice if something like this could be
adjusted.
set in a
Yeah,
map.
that
But I
makes
doubt
sense.
they will do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know how
Maybe
it's gonna work
with
out.
lightning, because I don't know if it's in the Asian map would probably be a little different air quality than your Midwest map.
Yep, that's true. Well, the base game American map is going to
Sun
be
is
in
in
the
a
south.
different position.
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't think about that. We'll see if that's actually if that
But
actually changes
that's
at
map.
all. It hasn't really mattered in the past, but we'll see. Lonnie says 4x maps on console, and thank you by the way for the $2 super chat, my friend. I hope so as well. I think because we're getting rid of the old gen consoles, I think that there's a much stronger possibility that this will be something that's possible.
Yeah, I
So
would think so.
I would think that that's something that's possible for sure. So I think fingers crossed. I think it'll be good, but we'll see. DJ says Yasin charge is the best. I did it briefly, but I did.
Yeah, he just said it because of something we talked about like half an hour ago. So,
That makes sense. I'm yawning. That's not good.
Jaybot, what do you think of this improvement, or actually more an addition?
Yeah.
Well, again, it's just another visual immersion thing. I think it's good, but I wonder if it's going to have a setting where you could turn off. So, because I don't know if this would affect performance on lower end PCs,
Sure
and
it
if they
will.
have the option to turn it off to improve their game performance, I don't know.
I would almost bet money that you can turn off the fog, and therefore that would make it so the God rays. I bet the God rays are part of that same setting. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the room next to me to fill up my coffee from my coffee pot, and Yas is gonna draw you guys a picture in the meantime. So I'll be right back.
Oh.
Okay. I have to be fast because he's always super
DJ is saying fog will not be able to be controlled manually. So you're saying that right? Maybe in settings. Yeah, it'd be nice maybe as if they had a setting just to turn this stuff off. So maybe as people on a 20 series or a 10 series graphics card can maybe get a more better performance out of the game.
I agree with that. I think that'd be nice. And I'm also curious because they put it out. I'm pretty sure it's out on their Giants website what the minimum requirements
but
are
they
for
also
the...
have a recommended for the 20 series.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, on Steam they do.
On Steam they do.
They
okay.
recommend.
Yeah, it says the minimum is for a graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, which is a decent card, to be fair, for the older cards.
That's pretty old.
But that's still
Yeah,
pretty old.
Yeah.
And speaking of graphics cards, Jason.
Hello. Yes.
What kind of graphics card you got now?
I've got a 40 series, 4060.
4060.
So you need to get a 461 at least.
I'm excited to inform you that I have started ordering PC parts to build a new PC for the new game, and I will have.
Did you check with DJ if you get compatible stuff?
Oh yeah, no, DJ helped me pick it all out. DJ is the man, the myth, the legend when it comes to that.
You're not getting an original PC?
I just want Jason to know that my graphics card will be better than his. That was the only point of that.
Wait. How? Hold the stream here. How?
I'll have a 4090.
Well, no, you won't.
The 1050 is all you want.
The 1050 is all you want.
The Fent 1050.
The Fent 1050 graphics card.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, Chief. It's about time that you got on our level.
I know. I
remember how humble you were when you first got your dope machine. How humble you were.
Yep.
Oh, how quickly we've changed you. That's funny.
And we're going off topic.
I know. And Super Bluey, thank you for the $4.99 super sticker, my friend. You are awesome.
No.
I appreciate it.
Floy. It's
Super Floy.
Oh, I always forget the translation for that. Floy is a flea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, I'm going to the next slide.
Yeah, go to the next slide.
That's a beautiful picture, by the way.
Thank you.
You would think that.
Hard to draw with a mouse.
Not sure about the writing.
Okay.
Hello?
It looks kind of cool if you were playing it with that on there. Looked like it was moving. Okay, anyhow. Volumetric lighting for local lights, vehicles, street lamps, etc. I think this is really cool. Yeah, we are.
Hang on. Come on.
Trying to play it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm coming for you. Okay. Here's a pyramid.
I need to take this stream after we're done and just cut it up into a bunch of shorts. This thing's perfect. Oh boy. Anyhow, okay. This is pretty cool. I don't have anything outside of it's just going to be another addition to the game. I am curious, do you think this is going to change anything when it comes to like lighting for buildings and stuff like that, Yoss, for monitors? Do you think this is going to change anything for what they have to do?
No, because you define a light source and a direction.
Okay.
And then the game will do the rest, probably.
Okay, so that makes
sense. Maybe it will be more aware of objects in its way.
Okay.
I don't really pay attention to this kind of stuff, even in game. Like, there's light, okay, it's bright, but even with the clouds in the current game, I wouldn't notice that. We will see later that it's overhauled or a lot better. I don't know.
That makes sense. Jason? Or no,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead. If you have more.
No, go.
Go, Jason.
Go, Power Ranger.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wanting to understand how dark it is in the dark spots. That's
a good
what
question.
I want to know, because it looks pretty dark.
It does.
Yeah,
and actually,
we will see that with the tractor picture.
Yeah. No, I think that's in this. Let's just play this video. I think we should play this one.
Okay.
It's not too long, but it shows it off pretty good. So like it is very dark in those areas. Don't you dare highlight the dark. Darn it. Gosh darn it.
It didn't work the first time.
Oh, that's funny. It's a little bit nicer here, but there, like, look how dark it is where that tractor's going.
Yeah.
That is very dark. Goodbye to night farming. But I'm assuming that part of this too is like the fog and stuff like that. So I'm assuming if you turn fog off, the lighting is going to change as well.
But if it's that dark and that foggy, that's really going to be something, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think I would bet as well this is just in morning and nighttime. I bet during the day, just like in real life, the fog's going to burn off. And then you should
Right.
have most of the day is going to be completely clear. Unless there's like rain and stuff like that, then obviously it might be kind of a muggy day, which I still think is going to be kind of cool to have that kind of mixed in there. But I'm hoping that just and I love seeing new features come to the game, but I'm always an advocate of being able to turn them on and off. It's like stones. I think stones are super cool. I don't play with them very often, so it's nice that I can turn stones off, like field stones. I know that's different than like
Yeah.
fog, but at the same time, it's a feature. So
Well, we have been talking about a fog vacuum to collect fog and sell it.
yep. Oh, we should have a word from
Liftable fog coming soon.
liftable fog. Liftable fog. Everyone, lift the fog off the map you're on. Now with Yos Modding. And speaking of that, our sponsor for today's episode is Yos Modding right there. And I'm going to do, can I do
Woohoo!
this? I do face large so I can make a really big Yos Modding mug right there. Boom. You guys will see this in 20 seconds. Don't worry. That is our sponsor for all of your liftable needs, including liftable fog coming to you soon for Farming Simulator 25. Liftable fog is now confirmed, people. Thank you very much. Okay, next slide.
Maybe I need a sell point where you
To
put
sell
your pellets
fog?
in. No. You put your pellets and then they vaporize, so it will be foggable pellets.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
Well,
interesting.
yeah. Let's go to the next slide.
Next slide. Okay, Cloud Shouts. This is really cool, actually. I think this is pretty cool. I don't have anything else to say other than this is cool and it's going to add to the immersion of the game.
I have something to say that there seems to be something missing from there, which I'm happy for.
What's missing?
That big.
I'll
big
get my.
ring.
I'll get my normal.
Oh, the big
you get,
ring.
like, a thing over here.
The big
like a
ring is
distance.
missing, is what you're saying.
But
Yep.
maybe they did something because what I noticed is the crops in the field look exactly the same from these videos.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the first one from above.
From this perspective, at the very
This
end, you
looks-
can see they are moving a little bit. But yeah, you're right. They do look the same from
But
above.
here
right
it
there.
looks pretty plain.
Yeah. Yeah. So it might be something where there's no ring anymore and it can render further. But it also could be they're just on the most absolute beefiest of computers running this.
Yes.
But
You would like, well, I don't know, people want row crops, but here I feel like
you actually
want a little more variation.
you actually can get rid of the ring on Farming Center 22 if you know how to do it.
Yeah, but you need
yes.
a better GPU than you have.
But it would be nice if it was just
gone.
not there.
Yeah. Jason, you could probably get rid of it. Apparently your machine is more powerful than mine.
Oh yes, I could get rid of pretty much everything with mine. You know, I could get rid of NASA if I wanted to.
Get rid of GCBs.
NASA, good lord.
Okay.
Yours is powerful enough you could be launching stuff into space for NASA. That's hilarious. All right, I think we're good here.
Well,
do we have anything else on
Musk,
fogs?
that's
Or
my
shadows?
computer
No,
reason.
This is for clouds. The clouds that move over the field.
Yep. Pretty cool.
I mean, this is one of the things that I don't even notice that I'm missing it on 22.
Yep.
I mean, it's real, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, next. It's all about shadows, where it's improved.
Yep, softer shadows.
I think it used to be pretty much a block.
Yep.
Not the same color, but now you get a more of a blur.
Yep.
That is nice. Some more details.
I think it's nice.
The last two are on the left is with clear blue sky, bright sun, and the other one is overcast.
Yep. Oh,
nice.
Gamer Granny Tana says cool mug. She likes the Yos Modding mug.
And it's liftable.
And it's
Well, depends.
Coffee cups.
If you put glue on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
Do you
anything
think
other.
this white pole on the road will
Yes,
be in the map?
No,
Will it be base game?
I don't think so.
I'm not.
Because I'm sure AI traffic will not like it.
They probably did that just for Farmcon to crash into.
Probably. I'm sure they put it on the road just with a nice background for the shadows. Everyone, everyone, calm down about the pole in the road. All right.
Okay. And there do plows in the road. So. Yeah, more shadow. Here is. I think it's more detailed on the small areas.
Yep. Yep.
And the sort of automatic adding it to object, because now you add in the giant editor, you have to toggle something on every object you want shadow, and then every modder that made a building will know that giant sent it back and told them, hey, you forgot to add shadow casting. So it's time saving.
That'd be
But
nice.
it
Yeah.
will mean all those improvements will be seen later. It's much more GPU work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next slide.
Yes, sir. Where's my mouse?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, this picture means here it looks a lot darker.
Yeah, it looks a lot darker working at night, and you can see the tractor with the lights off.
And if you look at it may be the light or the angle, but if you look at the texture next to the road, it seems not really flat.
Correct.
Maybe it almost looks like a sand on the beach.
I
But I
think
think
it
it's just different
actually.
colors.
I think it looks more like frozen grass in wintertime. That's kind of what it looks like.
Hmm.
Like frosted
Yeah, but on
over
the other
completely.
side, it's not. It's all green.
Well, we can't see
I
that.
think it's just gravel or something because here you got a park or not.
That could be. That could be.
Work in progress. But yeah, they had like merge shadows. I think why would it be merge shadows? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
just
think
probably performance and overlapping stuff.
I think rather than just lighting up the whole area, it just lights up typically what a
Yeah.
light would go
Yeah.
Yeah, I
through.
noticed it yesterday when I turned on all the lights. It's just like a big spotlight all around. Didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Hola, señor Miguel.
I was about to say hi. Hello, Miguel later. And then Neil B says the moonlight effect is nice in that shot. It definitely is. You can see the moonlight kind of shining on the back of that. So it kind of shows off a couple of different things. But it's definitely pretty cool. I like this.
Yo. All right. Anything else?
Jason, any
Dynamic?
other comments for the order?
The
Odor?
order shall pass.
All right.
Oh,
Oh my.
I did not draw these. But these are just debug lines to show sort of the direction and the point of. You see two headlights and it goes
Okay.
places. And don't ask me what the pink lines are.
Special light.
But yeah.
This is cool. I like this.
Yeah.
So you have upper left hand corner, you have the tire clean, and then as you get it dirty, it slowly builds up mud until it's just completely gunked up. Now it'd be cool if it's completely gunked up, you lose a little bit of traction performance, but we don't know if it's going to be that realistic or not. But just seeing this is still really cool.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for an updated version of the Dirty.
Yeah, instant dirt. And
Yeah.
I like how to save performance they remove the rendering of the inside of the tire.
Yes.
That's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, and mud, so you drive, it goes well reduce when driving, but it's how if you're driving in mud, it should not reduce.
Yeah.
Yeah, small things that people that live in the rural areas are like me, they will really like this.
Yep.
Because they're used to this.
I think this plus ground deformation is a good step in the direction that people are, I think, disappointed in ground deformation because the people that really
Yeah.
wanted it, it's not what they wanted. But
Yeah.
it is a really cool step in that direction. And as long as we keep moving forward, the next game after this is going to be even better. But
I hope not. For my
Oh no.
no, it's too much for this game is still pretty kissable.
yeah, that's true. Well, I don't mind adding new features. Again, I'm always an advocate that you can turn stuff on and off. But
Yeah, that should be always the thing.
yeah. But next slide.
Options.
We're
Yeah.
going way too slow. I'm gonna have to go to work before we finish this.
Well, stop talking.
Weather effects are cool. There's droplets on vehicles. Move on. Next slide.
Yeah, the tractor looks wet.
It's way too clean.
Way too clean.
Yeah, it needs dirty tires. Line looks a bit weird, but it's floating on the ground. No, that'll be nice. There's some more effects.
Is it floating? It is a little bit in the back. You're right.
Of course I'm right. I said it just now.
Can you
Without
circle the
thinking.
area where it's floating, please? Now it's no longer floating. Nice. Fix it for dragons. I appreciate it. All right, next slide.
I'll send them a fix.
There you go.
Oh,
This is really cool. This looks really
Check
cool.
the spirit. Yeah. So when it rains, your vehicle will disappear, and then all you can see is this. The environment is attacking the road, and now it's all wet.
That,
This could have been like a
that's
4-hour
beautiful.
stream. Oh my gosh. If you guys are just joining us, please hit the like button if you enjoy this chaos. Thank you. Okay. Next slide.
I'm so glad that you've joined us today, Chief.
Yeah, me too. This is
Yeah.
So if you wait long enough, you end up like this. You need to put on your floodlights with the new lighting effect.
All right. Well, anyhow, this is cool. Some people said this looks not like it would look in real life, but I think it looks pretty realistic. Go ahead and hit play on this one. This is a good one to watch.
Now I need to disable my marker.
The water reacts pretty good to the tractor.
Yeah.
Yep. So our gameplay is going to consist of 40% being in water making ripples and 60% farming.
And some people said, well, the tractor's just driving over top of the water. It's not. The wheels are, well, they're not completely submerged. It's a submerged zone, but they're in the water. You can tell. Yeah.
Well, you can tell how deep the water is.
Yeah, and it's a flooded rice field, so the water's not super deep, anyways. It's only a couple inches deep, but you can see the tire is definitely in the water. Which some people are like, "Oh, it's just driving on water," but it's not.
No, the wheels look. The inside of the wheel looks dirty,
but the tires
are pretty clean.
Yeah.
So maybe it cleans.
It'd be cool to see a little bit of like water kicked up when you're driving fast in water off the back of the tires, but that might be too much.
Yeah, and then we need a jet ski mod, or a what is it? Like the water skis.
That'd be pretty.
Yes,
Not
jet
the
ski.
machine, but just the things you do, like skiing, snowboarding on water. I don't know what you call it. Wakeboarding. No.
Something. I don't know. I'm not athletic enough to know what that is. Next slide. All right. I don't care about any of this.
Yeah.
Let's get through all this garbage.
Okay. I know exactly. I know what machine this is that they're using.
What is it?
I used to be in this business.
You used to measure trailers for weight?
No, it's basic color, more like a quality inspection of your coating.
Oh, so it like scans the color.
Yeah,
How
well,
colourful
more
is this colour?
consistency and the shininess and all that stuff.
Can you circle the device you're talking about, please? So the viewers know. GWG, thank you. GWG Gaming says, that's a nice circle. Do you think we will actually see train definition playable version of the game at Gamescom? Yes. I think we will see it at Gamescom. I think you guys will be able to see a little bit of that at Gamescom. If you guys are going to Gamescom, I think you'll be able to see it there, which would be pretty cool. But...
Yeah. So this one thing that I never understood how to do.
Yep. All right.
But there's always time to learn.
Yep.
No. Here's your body.
Now this is kind of cool, actually.
Yep. One color. Yes.
Sorry, I'm just distracted by your drawings. My understanding is that as the vehicle wear and tear happens, is that these are kind of the different layers. You have a dirt layer, a snow layer that can go on top of the clear coat, and once you work to the clear coat, you'll get to the base coat, then the primer, then the body. and there's different types of scratches and stuff like that. So there's deep paint scratches,
Yeah.
and clear coat scratches, which is kind of that's a lot. That's a lot going on right there.
There is a lot. I mean, and from what I heard recently, is that is it like a Ferrari thing?
What?
Something really
What?
weird. I don't know. I cannot confirm this, but I think some people suggested that it has to do with racing and other improvements. Okay, next.
Could be next.
Here's your clear coat.
Yep. Next.
Hey, this hood is so much more transparent than it used to
That's
be,
true, actually,
or
you're
at
right. You
least
can
as
see
it
right
looks
through
on
that.
my 19. Here's more like a mesh and just solid.
Yep.
Yeah, really clean. Did something change here?
Yeah,
Oh.
your drawing went away.
No. Here
No,
it's
I
pretty
know.
matte, and now it's here you got a clear coat, just really shiny.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Terrain. Yep. Yep.
This is
There's some
yeah, this
terrain
is
there.
too detailed for us. I mean, I know something about it, but for now, on a 4x or a 16x map where you would have your road, and then you paint a field. Let me go to green,
Yeah.
and it would go more like really jagged edge. But now it
Yep.
should probably be a little more.
Smooth.
It will still be squared because you got a
Yeah.
resolution, if you will. The bigger your map, the larger your squares are. And that used
Okay.
to be like 2 meters, and now it's 1 meter.
That
So
makes
things
sense.
should look smoother.
Yeah, but in the earlier screens of on the clouds, it still looked the same along the roads.
Yep.
But we'll find out.
GWGG Gaming, there'll be a lot of German content creators there. The US guys are not going, but we will have something
And
else
this
that I
is
can't talk about yet. What do you
Minecraft.
Mike? Oh, next slide.
Next.
This is cool. There's this, and then next slide. Nope, next slide. This ground deformation.
Here, do we need to highlight it?
Yes, so people can see it because it's hard for them to see without you highlighting it. Thank you. That almost didn't help at all.
You used the worst color.
Yeah. Question mark.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it is ground deformation. I mean,
Yeah.
interpretation of the word will always be different to anybody. For me,
Right.
I would think of this, but people that play like what is it, SnowRunner or wherever the other game
Yeah.
is like that, they have a whole different expectations because for that game, it has a different definition.
Yeah.
But we can probably look at a whole other game that has nothing to do with vehicles and it will be even different.
Yeah.
So this will not be SnowRunner type
No.
ground deformation, guys.
Nope,
Yep.
it will not. And this also will go away if you have this. If you drive across the field, deforms the field, you save the game, exit the game, reload into the game, all of your ground deformation is gone.
I just noticed that over here you actually see the tracks.
Yep. And it's too much information for them to store in a save game and to store
Yep.
over time.
Yeah.
So it'll be like tire tracks. You can adjust how much or what percent you want to keep or for how long or whatever the case may be. But it'll work basically like the tire tracks setting and feature.
I do feel like the texture for the ground is a lot more detailed too.
It is. Yeah. It definitely looks nice. It looks much more.
So it looks like they're wanting to improve the graphics, but also be wary of performance on
Yes. They don't want to
systems.
crank it up too far.
They want to support a 1050 graphics card. That's that's really low.
That is, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty.
Okay,
That is a
next.
really low minimum requirement. I'm surprised they're not.
Yeah,
At least in the
there's
12
more
series.
detail. So here you can see how small the squares are. It must be that 12.5 centimeters they were talking because I assume that
Yeah.
they would like the meter by meter. Then it's will also only be 8 then. much higher density of graphics, so that should make larger save games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The more detailed, the bigger the files.
Yep, that makes sense. Luke West says how much the new game costs. It'll be, I think it's $50 on PC and $60 on console.
Yeah, maybe cheaper on PC if you get the basic plain version.
Yeah.
And you can go and pre-order it, guys.
True.
I would invite you all to go and pre-order it.
Yep.
Using Farmcon,
Of course.
of course.
Trees. They say
Trees.
billboards, but there must be some in-game name that they call things billboards.
Yep. Maybe you could draw a
I
billboard.
forgot. I look at this presentation, but it was all in German, so I don't really know the difference. But I think on a distance, things are just so lightweight that they are able to draw a lot further the
That
trees
makes
in
sense, yeah.
distance
You can see them in the distance, yeah.
because they're basically just nothing.
Yep.
A moon?
That looks really cool. I do like that. And stars in the night sky too is pretty cool.
I'm glad you circled it because I was struggling to find it.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to draw the what did Peter call it? Peter had a name for it. I gotta go back up and find what does Peter call it? Peter had a great name for it. Tentacool.
The tentacle.
Yeah,
oh
it
yes.
was.
Yep. All right, next
maybe I
slide.
Okay. It's grain.
You can hit play on this. It's a video. It's a pretty good video, actually. Shows how detailed it is, I think. Yeah, looks good.
Poplars.
Oh.
Hey, there's my markings.
Quit moving that around, Yas. Leave the weed alone.
And this is crop.
Yep. It's much denser than we're used to from this.
Yeah, I think we'll always have this. I mean, if you really look at it, it still looks flat, but it's never gonna be
Right.
perfect. This is already so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the things that's holding them back for like using a proprietary game engine.
Yeah.
Amongst many other things. Yeah.
All right.
A tree. Also a lot more stuff in there. And a lot more leaves and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a tall boy. Very tall. Just like me. This is like Jaybot.
Did you call it a tall boy?
And then you. And then
Great.
me.
Here we go.
This is,
I don't know if Yost knows what a tall boy is.
No.
It's a 20-ounce beer. Or 24-ounce beer.
It's for starters. Yeah, so this is just more performance. Hello, Looney. Yeah, things are smaller. I mean, right now 8 to 4.5 is quite a big improvement. So this alone is taking up less memory, so they will be able to have bigger save games.
Yep.
And maps and mods should be smaller. And then reduce slot count because slot count is based on the memory. So you go from
Yes.
8 to. So you got about 4 million, blah blah. Yes.
On slot count, guys, I don't think it would change. It definitely isn't going to disappear for the console, guys. And I don't think it'll change. It'll probably stay at around about the same limit. It's just that everything in the game will cost less slot count.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
So it'd feel like you could have more. So I mean that's a good improvement for the console guys.
I'm not really sure what this was, but it seems like part of a road and part of I don't know.
It's a
Or
it's a
maybe
puzzle.
it's like a puzzle, a sliding
you
puzzle
have
where
to
you
put
need
it
to.
back together.
Yeah. And in the end, you unlock.
Yep.
Nothing.
Miguelator says, beautiful texture for the crops. Looney Farm Guy says, good day, sir. You
Thank
made
you.
it back home in one piece, officer. Thank you,
Oh,
Looney Farm Guy.
yeah.
Oh,
There's a
boy. Trucker
couple.
Matt's in here as well. Let's go ahead and get him banned real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I think we're...
Yeah.
I was saying, how much more do we have of this presentation? We haven't gotten to the 2 good ones.
This is like a few more slides. So at the end of this, I need you to go on a transmission screen, because then you have to close it and it will show my name.
All your private information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're playing on hard mode, cheaper terrain will be nice, because you make less money.
Yep.
Yeah. Next, roads. Oh yeah, I think that's one of the last things. Yeah, it says visual texturing, so I think it's, instead of having the massive object layers, where it's basically just a model on some maps with a really high sidewalks, it's more painted or rendered away. I think
Yep.
what we've seen on the start is that they're much more like computed on runtime, instead of defining everything and loading it in as an object.
Yep.
So they say no geometry for street. So in the walling term, geometry is just a model. So a cube would even be a geometry. So that means just some weird roads in a way. So hopefully, because now you have some scripts for Giant Editor to generate roads, they will have something built in to make it a lot easier.
That would be nice for modders.
Yeah,
Map
and more
makers, I should say.
consistent. But you will still need the right textures for it.
Yeah.
Projected decals, so the lines should probably be along some shape, maybe even calculated in the turns.
Yep.
Or what is it? Junctions.
All right.
And this is what it looks like if you press F4. This is like your face after boxing match. But it just shows that it's. I think this is with landscaping. If you raise the ground a little bit, this looks like a lot more smaller footprint now, because usually you raise a lot more ground in this little thing
Yep.
on the side.
All right.
It's weird. So this means it's projected on there. It's nice.
Is that
Yeah.
it?
Did that something to do with the tracks?
Is that it?
I don't think. What?
I'm just rushing you.
Yeah. So here, there's sort of, the river will be sort of this rock side is a model, and then the terrain of the map, it sort of has a better, it's smoother together.
Yep.
So if you lower it, you can see that it sort of,
Merges well together.
yeah, it sort of merges together.
Yep.
This is a nice feature. Yeah. Okay. Last slide. This is just a video, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If you can go to intermission, we'll
Yep.
go
I will
to
go.
gameplay.
Perfect. Okay. You can move over to the gameplay. I'll address chat while you do that. Perfect. So, Trucker Matsy, welcome to Sergeant, my friend. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships. We got Mikolai, Looney Farm Guy, Squarehead, Fractured 23, and Good Old Boy Gamer. Welcome to membership on the channel, my friend. Thank you, Trucker Matsy. You're awesome. And then what do we got here? Super says, hey, if you play one of the clips, there is improvement on the tractor. There is, yes. If you look at that, there's definitely an improvement on that. But yeah. And then what else we got in here? Mikolai says, any news on Llama for next year and what's going to happen there? There's no news on it because I haven't done anything on it yet. Hopefully this weekend I'll do that, but that's my fault. There will be something eventually. But
Llama. Oh yeah, we need to take care of things.
yeah, I might bring my laptop to work today since I'm in rec.
Some news coming soon on Llama.
Yep,
Hopefully.
news coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, back to
Yeah, back to me.
boom.
I figured I
back
I
to
could
you,
just
Yas.
go, and my co-anchor, Jeppy Jeppy. You know, oh, I like this compilation from the news from Whose Line Is Anyways, and he makes up those names.
That's great.
It's like,
So on the bad
my
news
co-host,
side of things,
Pierre.
on the
That's his
bad news
better
side of
skin
things,
team.
I have to go get ready for work in 30 minutes.
Okay, well, where was it? Rush Hour. That's a cop movie. This only has 17 slides, so let's
Okay,
go,
perfect.
go.
Machines and gameplay. It's cool. Next slide.
Rice.
Next slide.
This will be an easy one.
Play
Yeah.
these.
Next slide.
These are pretty cool. You get next slide.
Right,
We can
no,
comment
no.
on these as we play them because these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Greenhouses.
A lot of God rays.
Yeah, a lot of God rays. Bent. And these
The,
greenhouses, so you can
look a
either
They're
get.
not glass. They look a bit weird.
They're like
What I
cellophane.
noticed-
Yeah. But you can
What I
either.
notice here is it just blends in the ground, in the dirt.
That might be how they do it. You don't know how. You're not a rice
Yeah.
farm, Rio. So get out of here with your garbage.
We don't know what the soil's like over there. I mean,
That's true. So
in Montana, you got dirt.
in the gameplay aspect of it, you can these little things, the rice plants that you have to transplant, you can either grow them in a greenhouse or you can buy them in the store if you don't want to have to deal with the greenhouse. So either or, you can do it either or.
Yeah.
But they're basically
let
like
me-
pallets of seeds for this process.
It doesn't show a weight,
No,
and it just picks them up.
are you growing the rice saplings in the greenhouse
Yes, yes, you are.
to be used in the field?
Yep.
Nice.
We get it. It's a fent. Get in it. Pick up that rice. Come on.
Okay.
Yep. Great.
He's
Front
right.
loader's work. He drives into the field. Thank you, Jones. Okay. So the reloading. This is the rice transplanter, which we saw in the. You can hit play again, I think. Yeah, there you go. Which
Yeah,
we
no, I'll
saw-
put out this little thing on the side here, the white with the stick on. That's the GPS module of this vehicle.
Oh, is it? That's kind of cool.
The fun thing is they don't know where all of this is, but this machine and the rice harvester has Japan written all over it.
Yep. Well, it's an Iseki, so it's a Japanese brand.
So here's
And
your watering system. Looks a bit rusty, but yeah.
Yep, they're gonna flood the field now. Yeah, go to that. See if you can pause it on that
What?
dialogue for that. There's a
Ooh.
very long
Group type placeholder.
placeholder warning to test
Interesting.
limit this text element. I do hope it is long enough and gets replaced in time. So I'm assuming that's just they just filled that in. or
This
something.
is right.
That's kind of funny. But it shows the field size, crop type is placeholder, so that makes sense. It's not going to say anything right now. And then water level 0%, and then I'm assuming it's going to be 100% when they fill it. But
Got a fork over here too.
oh my goodness! And look at this super chat from. Why won't it show me your name?
Piggy
Piggy?
Deluxe.
Piggy. What currency is NOK?
That's
Norwegian kroners.
krone.
Norwegian. You got some Norwegian bucks in here. That's what I'll say. That is there. Thank you, my friend Piggy. Thanks for your great content. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. You are awesome. Let me put I can reply to these now too, which is awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
It's such a cool feature. You are awesome. There. Look at that.
Wow. Thank you.
No, not you. Piggy's
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
You're not awesome.
Yeah.
You're okay. No, I'm just kidding. You are awesome. But all right.
Okay. So what I like about the planter is how it sort of takes him like a cartridge.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, video. It just takes him one by one, really nice. And for here, I mean, it's here. It says Japan. Japan.
Japan?
Japan. Japan. Is it Japan? And now the best part is how it enters the field.
Yes.
Like, don't try this at home. Japan? Ah, Japanese. Oh,
Japanese.
I wonder where this map is. Go down, clunk. It really, I think the front, the teeth of the harvesting header are broken now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
And
That's why they
it
didn't show
goes sideways in here and then it drops. So we need straw from rice.
Yep.
If this machine allows for it, I'll make it.
You'd think so, because it kind of has like a. It looks like it works like all the other harvesters would, but.
Japan. It doesn't look Japanese, but
Gosh darn it.
yeah. All right. So
this is the
That's
harvester
why.
you'd use for the regular rice. And there's the long grain rice,
Yeah.
which you do in a field.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like the premium DLC crops.
Yeah.
the sort of the same. So it's gonna be small machines and really tedious.
Yeah.
But this one has an capacity, so it's
I'm assuming that for the regular rice compared to long grain rice, you're going to make a lot more money off of it 'cause it's more work.
yeah. I think they already said that.
Did they say that?
No, I think Kermit said it on Discord.
Okay. So
Like
it's
there
going to
will
be
be a higher price because it's more.
more work. Because that's the
Yeah,
one thing that like was really disappointing with grapes and olives is you don't make enough money to justify doing all that work.
yeah.
You just don't. It's not worth it.
Well, it regrows, but
I know. Oh,
you
yeah, that's
still
true.
have
I
to.
mean, it does regrow, but at the same time, like you just don't make enough money for how much intensive or how intensive the labor is.
Yeah. And I like how you now have the name of the crop
Yeah.
shown. That
Yep.
used to be a mod that would break every now and then.
Yep. Yep. No, yeah, actually, that's true. Actually, I didn't think about that because normally you just have the icon, and now
Yeah,
you actually have a little bit more information. And I like kind of how they scooted it over up to the above it. I like it being up above it. Kind of, I think, compacts it a
yeah.
little bit more, makes it a little bit tidier. But
Yeah.
okay,
I
Then you
do
can add
approve
more
of
on
the
top.
the
I do
UI.
approve of the new UI. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It looks really
And
nice.
here YouTube is on 1.5 speed.
You
And you know when you see a video and somebody has please activate your windows on their screen. And here we will have playing with exclusive preview all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Hello, iceberg. Long grain rice.
Iceberg, good to see you.
And now we have more video. So this is a long one, and let's do it the American way, and just bring in this big header.
Yep. America. America. America.
And
America.
like, wow.
America.
And
America.
do you know how small rice is? I don't know how long it's called long grain rice, so maybe it's long enough to be harvested away. But I would just feel like with the rice I know that everything is on the ground.
Yeah, you would think it would be difficult, but these harvesters, though, to be fair, are pretty advanced.
Mm. And here you can see the. I know I'll set this for the animal deer. Yeah. Okay. So this is the CR11 pre-order bonus. And look, we can get scroll
Not the pre-order bonus.
rice.
Not the
Is
pre-order
that?
bonus. The MacDon is
What
the
then is it?
pre-order bonus. That is the part of the collector's edition. Well, the gold, I think that is in the game. This is in the game, but the
Yeah, the
gold
gold.
edition of it is in the collector's edition if you ordered that.
Yeah.
But the pre-order
All right.
bonus is the MacDon pack. All right, you can continue. Sorry, I just wanted to correct you. I usually can't.
Speaking of MacDon,
Speaking of MacDon, yeah, great transition. It's like we planned it. We didn't, guys. If you thought any of this was planned, you have been fooled.
uh,
Um,
the,
also, thank you for joining
the
us.
info field is also different. It says farmland now, not field.
Also says parsnips.
Yeah. Part snip, part something.
There must be parsnips under that road. No, I'm just kidding. That field
So
off to the left is going to be parsnips.
we've been in this one at Llama.
Yes,
On the
actually,
newer
you're right. We
models.
did. We did go on that. Marty in
And
the
it's
house says,
further.
member for 40 months. Howdy, y'all. Good to see you, my friend. All right.
So I'm actually surprised at this type of feature. This is very regional to be pre-order bonus because it's so not European.
Right. Yeah. Swathing is a very, even in the US, it's a very regional thing.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not like it's a big thing all throughout the US. It's a big thing in parts of the US and Canada.
Yeah, I think where you got all those big open plains and the colder weather.
Yeah. Now,
So it's really a weather environmental region they do it.
yeah, and so the reason that they do swathing, because I've had people ask this a lot. This is a pretty common question. I don't know the reason in the game yet. In real life, the reason you would swath the crop is if you wanted to stop the growth of it or stop it from continuing because it's ready to harvest, but the moisture is too high. So you swath
Yeah,
it onto the ground, so kind of like hay gets to dry out a little bit more. Then you go back through later
yeah,
and pick it up after it dries out. That's the reason for it because you can swath it onto the ground, and then the combine doesn't care like the way an actual harvester works. It doesn't care if it's on the ground or not, as long as it can pick it up and put it into its
yeah,
function. It doesn't care because its job is to separate the grain out. So it doesn't matter if it has to cut it itself or not. So that's why this works, and they do that to get better yield or save some of the yield. So, in Farming Simulator, there's two ways I can see this going. The least likely way, I think, is weather affects the crops and you have to wait for a certain moisture. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be cool. but that would be the only thing I can think of where this would matter. I think the more realistic thing that's going to happen to make this be something you want to do is you're going to get like maybe a 10 or 20% yield bonus for doing this instead.
Yeah.
That's the
Yep.
only thing I can think of to make it worthwhile. Because if it's just the same, then it's literally a role play aspect in a game, which
Yeah.
is still cool, but not that cool. And that's going to wear out pretty quick. And you're not going to want to do it.
Oh, I know
Well,
that a lot of map makers added this feature to the map on 22.
Yep. And
Seems to
they,
be a nice, different way to be playing instead of the regular harvesting over and over again. Jaybot?
or they could do both.
yeah.
20%
And weather effects.
and weather effects, especially with seasons turned on.
That could be.
Oh, yeah.
That could be.
Yeah. I mean, I never knew about this feature or this way of harvesting before it released with Edgewater.
Yeah.
And
Well, and
then
it's
I,
not, it's very, again, like you said, it's very regionally
yeah.
specific.
But I started to read more into it when I was trying to get it, the Swathing add-on to work.
Yeah.
And I mean, you learn everything.
Yep.
You learn more and more about farming. It's a nice thing. I mean,
That
I'm
makes
excited
sense,
for this.
Iceberg. That makes sense, Iceberg. All right. Well, we can see. You go ahead and play it because the swath looks a little different than like a straw swath. It looks huge.
Yeah, I
Very
think that, yeah, but it's also more like Toblerone, so they really need to do something about it. I think you see how edgy it is.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. I agree with you on that.
That feels very progress.
But as we can
Maybe.
see in the bottom left-hand corner, it says exclusive preview, work in progress, footage not final.
But I'm thinking,
Thanks, DJ.
is youth how consistent is youth really? Because there will always be spots. It's not like every square meter on your field will grow exactly the same amount.
Right,
So
that's
maybe
true.
it's and this is also not really consistent.
Yep, and I do like
Ugly.
that.
It's
I like
pretty.
that feature of it. Even if it is the same fill amount, quote unquote, as you go through, but it looks different, that's still pretty cool. But yeah, I do think they
Yeah,
need to change the texture a little bit to make it look a little
yeah,
bit more, especially with everything else coming in the game. That seems like an eyesore
yeah.
compared to how good they've done the rest of the game,
And then they close up on it, so it's sort of like, hey, here it is.
which it doesn't look
Here's your
like.
Toblerone.
It doesn't. It doesn't
I mean, a
help
little
out.
variation would be nice. And
Yeah.
then you pick it. Well, it also still this is the crop and the straw,
Right.
so there's even more. It should be even less at the end.
Yeah.
And you can then pick this up, and then they don't show the pickup.
My
Oh yeah, well this is the header. So you pick this up, and then it separates the crop from the straw, and you still get a straw out the back, just like we already have on 22 with the mods.
right. Right.
Yep. It is
Um,
fun.
going to chat. It does add some more variety using swathing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Renata says, "Bro, how many times?" Oh gosh, Renata and Michael, you guys just go watch something else. Then you don't have to be here.
Blame
I'm
me.
not gonna deal with your comments on that. I mean, come on now. You don't have to be here. If you don't want to see it, then go somewhere else. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. So let's go to this. More John Deere equipment. Yeah.
More John a John Deere Baler wrapper base game. Pretty
Yes.
cool. And this is so going off like Ronnie Wrap, this is where we actually see a new feature as well here.
Yeah. So here around Bill net. I mean the unit is net. One net.
Yep.
One round Bill net. I mean it's not like you're using up like meters or
Yeah.
feet of wrap
But I think
or
that
net.
those little bars are each a net, and I think as
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
decreases,
Yeah.
those little green bars are gonna decrease a
If
little
I
bit at a
look
time.
closely on my side, I can see 12 parts on the Bill wrap too.
Yep.
You don't really see it now. Maybe with a
They
different
haven't loaded
background.
it yet. That's why it's not there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
one
I
of
see
the
what
things
you're
that
saying. I see even when
you
it's
don't
empty,
really
you can see it.
notice.
Yeah.
You don't, and the warning screens are nicer. You don't really notice that you're missing consumables. You're like, oh, I'll just refill because you're
Yep.
used to refilling most items.
Yep. There's Ronnie Wrap.
Yeah, you've been wrapped with this.
Yes, I have been
That's
wrapped
good.
with Ronnie Wrap. That's true. So it's DJ.
That's weird. What I do expect it to be also that all betas will have capacity to be filled up, but that you can do like the crates on premium that
Yeah.
you can automatically refill and rebuy. But I don't think you can get betas without the storage. So you
Yep.
have to. It will always be there.
Yep.
This is nice. It's a nice feature, and when it unloads, you can do a quick load. You will see if you look at the detaching, you will see more animation. Hello?
There it
Yeah.
goes.
It really snapped off, and you probably don't hear it from your side, but it really snapped off the
Okay.
foil. Like yeah. The moment we really enjoyed in the show was GPS.
I remember that Miguelator. That's hilarious. Oh, I did become one of those silage bales. They fermented us a little bit. It was very, very warm inside those
John Deere
bale wraps.
bears.
It works.
Yeah. So
Fermented
this
cotton.
harvest, these mowers are from the premium DLC. They're a bit bulky. Oh, I'm just gonna skip forward to this.
Yep.
So
This
we
is
know a lot
GPS,
about this.
not
I
AI
have to
worker.
watch your videos on it
Yeah,
to go
this
more in
is
depth with the developers.
yeah.
But we know that it will detect you're working with, which
Yep.
seems too small, and it generates a course. And I don't know if you can actually drive yourself, because you have like a worker way, a courseplay way, a guidance way.
Yeah.
Oh, we're forgetting to ask Jaybot for his opinion.
My opinion is great.
You like to
Great.
play in console, so
Yes.
you have the real struggle.
That's true, actually.
This GPS, I would go. It really is game changing for console players.
Yep.
This one feature, I think they could have sold out for console, forgetting about any other feature.
Yep. 100%. Mr.
Wondering if you
Silly
can-
P in the chat says, "Happy Friday, gentlemen. Good to see you, Mr.
Hello.
Silly P. Good to see you. Good to see you." Oh man.
He'll be happy with this, or maybe not. Maybe people will appreciate his playstyle that does not have these features.
That's
But
true.
this is such a realistic thing, is it not? Or at
Yep.
least some sort of guidance.
Yep. It's a
It's
really cool
been
feature.
around for decades. And here we see all the fog.
Yep. All right.
And the
In
sun
the
is not.
interest of time, next slide.
Yeah.
AI
AI
workers.
worker.
All right. Next slide.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Let's let this watch and we'll talk about it.
The lines are not in-game lines. They are debug lines.
Yep. You're not going to see these when you're using the AI worker. It's just showing you what it's doing.
I'm just thinking from a content making view. No longer are we going to have workers that you can blame.
That's true.
Maybe.
Also, one thing I'll notice too,
good
as
luck.
this thing, I've had people comment that they're worried that AI workers are going to get stuck on the edges of fields and still hit trees. If you notice, this thing really doesn't leave the field.
Yeah.
And the system is designed that way. It does a little bit on the edges, but not a lot. So unless you have a tree right up on that field, it's going to be able to be fine.
But here it knows that.
Have you noticed how it leaves a little bit there, but when it comes back round, it clears it up?
Yep.
Yeah, and then it had some more.
So I think this is flawless.
Yeah, they did a really good job with this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than Courseplay.
Seems a bit-
Courseplay will sometimes miss bits, but this just knows where everything is and goes and gets it.
Yeah.
We'll blame you
Hey,
us.
don't-
That's right, Mr. Sleepy.
No. How dare you, young man?
And Cavalier Roy, good to see you in the chat, my friend, says maps and mods will be amazing in FS25 with so many changes, but not only optimize the game vastly, but open so many possibilities. Absolutely. And Cavalier Roy, being a very creative map maker, will definitely be able to exploit some of these things.
Yes.
And he was with Llama.
And he wasn't long. Yes.
And I didn't talk to him. Maybe I'll get a chance next year. Hey, Matthew, come on. Okay, I'll go to the next one because you're you have to work.
Yep.
Okay, so
Behind the
this is in the
scenes.
editor.
Yep.
And we have no information about this. Maybe you do, but I don't.
Go to the next one. The next one I have information about.
That's the information.
So
That's the
this is the
information.
second last one.
Yep.
The second last slide.
So this is cool because what it's showing you is that what I'll tell you about the AI workers is they can get every little bit, every weird shaped field they can scan and figure it out and do it. And if you extend that field, like add a little bit to the edges of it, it'll be able to be able to scan that and understand that you've done that. If you make a completely new field that's not part of the map, you'll be able to understand that. Map makers don't have to do anything to make the AI system work on the fields in their maps. It will work on all maps. It'll just be able to do it. So that's why it's really cool. It knows what's going on. All right.
Yeah, they told me that it's sort of calculated on the fly.
Yeah.
And I do agree with what Peter says in chat that one thing I like is just to lock an angle on your vehicle instead of following a path.
Yeah.
Just like the VCA vehicle control then does stuff. But yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
next slide. Stay tuned for more. Okay, then we do the big switching track again.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have gotten rid of the screen so you can safely change over to the last presentation. Any more complainers in the chat? Nope. All right. Got rid of those guys. What did they think we were going to go over? It just makes me laugh.
I need to.
Marty says, I can't wait for the Dirtinator 25.
Who said that I'll bring that over?
Will the AI still be scared? Yes, not Marty. They're still scared of trees. They just won't hit them as often. They're still scared of them, though. But yeah, drive straight would be cool if that was a thing. All right, I'm going to go
All
back
right,
to.
let's go.
All right.
Okay, this is a lot of. This is a long one, but we'll go through it especially.
Well, yeah, we'll cook it through it
Quickly.
pretty fast. So,
How much
buckle your
time?
band strings. Next.
How many time? How many minutes?
We have 10 minutes.
Okay, so
There's no new crops on the side.
no, here it says here it was translated to millet, but I really hope that they kept sorghum. I like sorghum.
So they have confirmed, Giants have confirmed there's no new grain style crops.
Okay.
So that's going to be sorghum, I believe.
No, new, but they could still remove other ones. So here the menu looks a little bit.
Yeah,
like
that is true. I did notice that. It looks like it's very weird.
Maybe we get more, like multi-level.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, picture.
We see all these pictures later. So skip through all these.
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's a slide.
I know. It is a lot.
Your vacation photos. Come on.
Yes, thank you for that slide. All right.
All right.
Here's a boat. It's pretty cool. There's water. Next slide. Here, there's water. Next slide.
Yeah, everybody already seen this. So
yeah, new trees, new bushes, new textures, new flowers. That's going to be probably in all the maps. We'll just see it. They're showing off some of the stuff that's on it.
You've seen this purple plant in many other pictures, and it seems they're really eye-catching, or sort of they really stand out on the grass with like maybe a little bit too much.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
Oh, here's your spinach.
Spinach, yep. Your spinach with the weeds
crops
killed off.
Yeah, it looks pretty detailed.
Farmer Trio, good to see you.
Variation, yeah. Here it is again, bigger. Maybe we can harvest this. Lavenders.
Next slide. You can't harvest it.
What's that?
Yep, good detail on there. Buildings look great. Florian is really passionate about this. Kartak, good to see you in the chat, my friend.
Is he still crying?
But be nice to Kartak. Be nice. I love Kartak. Gosh dang it.
Awesome.
Okay, so this building is I forgot. Maybe we'll see what it is. So here, a lot of vegetation, a lot more detail. It looks just a lot more better. But this is preview video, so whenever I watch a stream, their game looks better than when I'm playing. Maybe it's just an angle or a zoom level.
Yeah. And yes, Struckermancy. Oh, purple. There are purple flowers for you.
Yeah. Mow them first.
Mow them first.
Here's your.
That's a good question, actually.
This is the riverbend.
Mow the flowers. I'm assuming
it's
yes.
part of the meadow. Right now we have flowers in meadow.
Well, yeah, but they're not the same. It seems like
this looks like a nice spot for a farm build.
For farm build.
Just one big. Yeah. This is video.
This is just showing off the trees, isn't it?
Yeah, more big boys.
And then it ends out over by the spinach, maybe, or another crop.
But this road looks pretty clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next. Okay.
Okay. The
animal trader. Here's the picture of the. We'll probably get close-ups.
Yeah, we'll get
close-ups. I'll go to the big one. So this is an animal. It's a roof on the roof. Or is this like a large bill storage where your animal dealer is in?
Yeah, I guess I didn't even pay attention to that. It does kind of like a roof on a roof.
It's a building storage.
Yeah, you store your
Yeah,
buildings inside.
yeah, yeah. And here is an animal delivered in a crate, a chicken and a giraffe.
And a
Great,
giraffe.
man.
We've seen Madagascar.
I've been saying
We know what sizes
all
those are in.
I've been saying from baby giraffe for months that I hope we get giraffes in 22, 25, or in the next game by then. But
I saw comments.
yeah,
Someone wanted tigers in it too. Seen a lot of crazy
cool.
requests.
See, here you see your flowers. They're ready,
Yeah, they're popping.
turning out on the field. Yeah,
There's some animals in the
you can
animal
play
dealer.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, you spin it and then do I get a cow? Do I get a Holstein? And who knows? It looks like a circle, you know.
The
A
Wheel of
swimming
Fortune.
pool. It's still distracting me. You need to hurry up. Big rock in your fan.
Gaming with Pecan Pie. I don't.
Nice fences.
I would say probably not. I would guess that the growth system would be similar. It might just look a little better, but it'll probably be similar. All right,
Maybe.
continue. Yep, there's some fences, a horse.
Yeah.
There's steam on the
Rossi
manure too.
fan.
I should note that as well. There's steam.
And this is a little short, this lock, but
Yeah, those.
you know what I haven't done in a while is see, I need to mark. This doesn't look safe. I mean, a sheep can still jump over.
Yep.
Ah, red sheep. That's weird. Okay, next. Now we're just flying through these images.
Yep.
So, from your experience as a patrol officer, how long, how many feet of runway do you need to jump over this fence?
Me? There's no amount. I can't jump over that fence.
In average.
In average?
We're jumping through it, not over it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you end up like French fries.
Yes. I'm just gonna try to use
There's
that
more
gauge.
shadows on the windows here.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a pattern. The mesh of the fence does not have a shadow.
That's true. Actually, I didn't notice that.
And they showed it in the other screenshot where the wooden picket fence had all the details.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So here's your back alley. Here's where you get rid of the unwanted stuff.
I was wondering what you're about to say. Next text or next slide, not next texture.
This is a video.
Yeah, if he drives
Do you
around
wanna
the
see?
animal dealer, it's fine. Next video.
On this video, I think. Come on. No, that's the animal dealer. Oh yeah, here you have the. Let me check where it is.
You see the steamy manure right there.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. We see it moving there.
Yeah.
If it shows. That's
Hopefully-
nice. They don't really go into it.
Hopefully that's not just a effect at the animal dealer. Hopefully it's something we see in all manure. Let's go. It's going to my. It's just.
Why would they have manure at the animal dealer? Or maybe it was this video. I mean it's the same video. Oh wait, whenever I play by myself, it
Farmers
goes back
market,
to the start. Yeah.
interactive shelves, small selling stands.
So I want a player's perspective opinion on this.
Super. I'm not sure if I will be going to any U.S. farm events, to be honest with you. I might be going to the Washington State Fair briefly. We'll see though.
Briefly.
All right, player perspective. Go, Jaybot. You're on.
Oh, I'm a player.
We know.
I'm a real player.
You need to
yes.
start stocking those shelves.
Well, I think depending on how it goes, does that mean that you can you're limited to what you can send there, like 1,000 liters of apples, for example, and then it won't take anymore?
Yeah, I feel like the capacities will be low.
Yeah, I would bet probably for this, yes, but there's probably other places you can sell, and I bet this will give you a higher price, and that's why.
But it's a great feature that you'll be able to see whatever you take there and sell there. It will animate up and.
Yeah, that will be very cool. I agree with you.
I don't feel like this is a unique feature just for this map.
Yeah, I hope it's not.
Not a placeable. I mean, for models it will be available, but it's probably not something you can place down on a different map. Or maybe it will.
We don't know, maybe.
Maybe this
Yeah.
time they will include a placeable sawmill by default. Okay, next.
Okay. Yep.
Here's roadside.
How many more slides do we have?
Hold on, so you can 10.
10. All right, get to the boat. The small production chains are same as the regular ones, are just smaller. Next slide.
Nice.
Buildable farmhouses. You can place them down and you bring the materials to them. You can build them up. You don't have to do that. They'll work as a sleep trigger if you do that.
Is this a boat?
No. I think the boat was the last one.
I like this, but there's just a lot of just decoration.
Yeah,
This is
it's
just
cool
like
to see the detail.
the
honest.
cave on Elm Creek. Building, you can upgrade buildings. You can patch this one up. You can deliver stuff to the. Probably shows bigger on the next one. Yeah. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
It's a
Building.
production facility of some kind, I think.
Yeah, but what kind of? Maybe
Who
timber.
knows?
Is something. I feel like there's a whole corner of the edge that's sort of all around timber works or carpentry.
Yeah. Next slide. Next slide.
It's just whatever.
It's a building. Old building. We got to go through this, which is actually pretty cool. You can rush
This
through
is, I think already. Yeah, this is like a 5-minute video.
but you
That's
can
a
go
lot.
through the buildings and things are cool.
Yeah, a lot of. Oh yeah, that was the previous ones. Most of the buildings will be. You'll be able to walk inside. Where's the boat? I don't think it's part of it.
Oh, maybe not. All right, there's a barge that you can do things with, and that's what I got for you guys. I have to go to work. Thank you for coming watching. If you guys enjoyed it, no, I'm just kidding.
I'll leave it on the screen. I'll leave it here.
Okay. Yeah, I think any final thoughts from you, Jos?
I'm excited to see from all perspectives how it will be on the performance will be,
Okay,
and what new ideas I can come up with for mods.
perfect. Liftable fog and Jaybot.
Yeah.
I think if there was any farm sim to go and pre-order, it has to be this one because I think this is so far improved to what we've had previously.
Yep, I agree with you on that.
I think I know a better mod already. With a mobile buildable factory.
There you go.
Makeshift. Alright, your opinion.
I think that'd be cool. My opinion is the game is better than anything we've seen before, and we've only just gotten some of the first features.
Yep.
That's what I got for you on
Wh-
that.
And I'm excited to see what's next going to be announced
Yeah.
feature-wise.
Right.
Because
think it'll
they've
be
got to be
something-
holding back on
Something great about animals. We
Yeah.
haven't barely seen animals. We've seen improved animal dealer. But there must be something immersive coming.
Yep. Buildable Peter. All right. Anyhow, that's what I got. I have to go to
On
work.
that bombshell.
If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I post. Thank you guys for coming and joining us. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and we hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye.